Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss Antesha from Raising a Woman podcast. Hey, listen, did we have a bit of a little meltdown last week? We might have, girl. We might listen. The real talk, raising this woman is a real ongoing thing. It's gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be bumpy. Okay, it's not gonna always be cute. But what I can assure you is it's gonna be 100% me. Right? It's gonna be 100% me, and we're gonna keep pushing through because we already know how that serpent like to come. He like to come and he like to knock us off our square, but we can't let it happen. Okay? We will not be eating from that fruit in the garden. Listen, I got a question for y'all because you know I like to start this thing with a question all the time. So, are you a hostage to your look? Are you hostage to your look? Okay, because I know for fact that I have been. For so long, I was the girl with the long hair. As you can see, your girl don't have it today. No, why? Because a year and a half ago, I cut it all off because I could. Because I could. A year and a half ago was a real touchy time for me because I actually had like this whole like mental breakdown type of episode. Right? I literally went on leave for a month, a mental health leave of absence from work. It was that bad. It was that bad. It's like, girl, we gonna go on this leave or we gonna end up losing this job. So so I went on the leave, right? So during that time period is when I cut all my hair off. Now I know what you're thinking. Girl, you lost it. You lost your mind. You took them clippers and you just went to town. No, 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 no. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. So I already was working through it. I already wasn't in the thickness of it, right? I had a clear mind. But because of what I had just went through with the breakdown, and I hadn't found myself in that level of a breakdown to where I'm on a month-long leave from work, I really started thinking about things. And so I'm thinking like, girl, you're letting all these outside people get to you. You're letting all of this stuff, all of this noise get to you. You're so concerned about what people think about you. What do you think about yourself? What do you think about yourself? And one of the things that stood out to me was my hair. Now, it might not sound like a big deal, but listen, hair, especially in the Black community, it's a big deal, right? It just is. It just is. And any time in the past that I had went to someone and I said, I want to cut my hair off. No, no, no. Why do you want to do that? Don't do that. Or you get the, if I had your hair, if my hair was long and thick like that, girl, it would be down my back, yada, 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 right? People projecting. They see something in you that they wish they had. So therefore, they don't want to see you get rid of it. Okay. Hmm. Listen to that now. They see something in you that they want, that they don't have. So they don't want to see you get rid of it. Hmm. So going back, let's go back a little bit. In 2013, I believe, is when I went natural. Been getting relaxers in my hair since like age 9 on like a monthly basis. I finally was tired of it, the way my hair was looking. Um, I just was done with it. So I finally went natural. But here's the thing. I didn't do the big chop. I didn't do the big chop. I literally was afraid to do it because I was afraid of what other people's reactions were going to be. Everybody knew me for the long hair. And so I was afraid of if I do this big chop, then I'm going to hear why would you do that? Oh, I liked it before. I liked the way your hair looked before. Why would you do all of this? You know, all of those type of comments. And so I said, okay, I'm not going to chop my hair off. Instead, I'm going to let it grow out. So I went that route. And any of you who've gone natural, and if you didn't do the big chop, you know what I'm talking about when I say the consistency, the two different hair textures is wild. You have two different completely hair textures that you now have to navigate during this process. So I spent the next, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 months growing it out, cutting it off little by little until it finally, was at, a good level. And I just, cut the rest off. But I always regretted that. That's always been something that haunted me because in that moment, I was more concerned of what other people's thought process was, of how they viewed me than what I wanted to do. Mind you, with my own body, with my own hair. So fast forward during this whole mental health breakdown moment that I was having, at that time, a year and a half ago, I said to myself, I'm done with that. I'm done with being held hostage to what other people perceive as my image or the type of woman I am or, how they would like to see me. And so, as a celebratory way of me making steps to finally step into my own confidence and to not be so concerned about what other people thought, I cut my hair off. I recorded it on video. I don't know, maybe I might show the video at some point. I don't know. I remember the first person I sent that video to my cousin, and I was so excited. I During the process of it, I think I did cry. I did become, I think, more emotional than I thought, because what I didn't really realize was how much it was releasing. Every cut, I just cut chunks out. And it was just like, just old wounds, like just falling off of me, right, so to speak. Um, it was so freeing. It was so freeing to not care what somebody else thought anymore. And so I sent that to my cousin. However, I didn't tell anybody for about 2 weeks, you guys. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my mom. I wasn't doing no social media post, anything, because it was such a personal thing, right? And I wanted to, this is sad to say, but I wanted to live in my happiness for a little while before the inevitable, what I felt was going to be inevitable comments from friends and family about cutting my hair. I just wanted to be in that happy space. So I said, I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks to just love this, right? And to adjust, because who am I kidding? I've never cut my hair off before. You know, I've had long hair my whole adult life, um, most of my childhood. So I did need some adjustment. I won't say that, and I did want that type of privacy. But really, it was just that I wanted to live in that happiness before any negative comments might come. So when I ask you if you're being held hostage to your look, it could be it could mean several things. It could even, you could even apply it to not even your look. Maybe you're being held hostage to the way people expect you to show up for them, right? You know what I mean? You've built this reputation of being that go-to girl. You've built that reputation of you're the one who makes it happen, you get it done. You have built that reputation of being the one who, you're going to get the bill. You're always going to be free. Anytime your number is dialed, you pick up that phone, by ring number 3. Like, you've built up this reputation that for so many people in your life represents exactly who you are. And now you're held hostage to to the point of when if you take a break, people think you acting funny. Oh, girl, what's going on with you? Why you don't pick up the phone like you used to? Why why can't you just why can't you get the I told you I'm gonna pay you back. Like you know I'm gonna pay you back. Like why you what's the problem? Are we beefing? You know, you know, it's like all of these things, right? And you feel stuck and you feel trapped in that. You know, you may have visually, like with me and my hair, you may have built the same image for yourself of always having the same hairstyle. You might feel like, oh, I always have to have this look because that's the way people expect me to be. But on the flip side of that, you know, for all the girlies who y'all be switching it up, y'all be switching up hair color, wigs, the whole nine, right? There's freedom in that. Changing your look, right? There's freedom, but it can also keep you in a type of hostage situation if you've become expectant. You know, if people expect that to always be your look, the fact that you're always changing your look, that is becoming an expectation for people. Because now people know automatically at the top of the month, you're going to have a new wig. They already know, oh, I can't wait to see what color she chooses next month. Oh, I can't wait to see what wig is going to be, what we going for this season. Right. So that becomes your expectation. Now you got to live up to that. Right. Because when we get these reputations, when we're known for being the one who does what it is that we do, then we gonna pride ourselves on that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They know I come through and I shut it down every time. I shut it down every time. So I have to maintain that, but it's a level of exhaustion. Do you look the way that you look for yourself or for other people? Do you move the way that you move for yourself or for other people? And if it's for other people, why? And more importantly, what is going to happen when you stop showing up in that way, in that capacity? What's going to happen? If you have the long hair and you want to cut all your hair off, what's going to happen when you cut your hair off? I could tell you. I could tell you off my experience what happened. Most of the people loved it. Most of the people loved it. Were they shocked? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even though my hair, it was in a natural state. So I have that 4C hair. Y'all know hair shrinkage is too real. Some of the realest stories you'll ever hear. And so people knew I had a lot of hair, although they didn't know how long, right? I had this big old afro, curly kinky afro above my shoulders, which you still knew I had a lot of hair. But people didn't realize that my hair was literally to the middle of my back. When I'd go to press my hair out, that's when they would see the truth of how long my hair was. And I would press my hair out maybe once or twice a year, you know, just to let my scalp breathe and to really like clip my ends good. But they they were shocked. They were shocked because even though they didn't fully know how long my hair was, they knew I had a lot of hair. But for the most part, they loved it. I really didn't have no negative comments. Um, I know my mother loves my hair long. And she does because she feels she fought so hard to get me the long hair because I wasn't born with hair. I was the little bald headed baby. I was the bald headed baby, and my hair was probably not even this length. Not even this length. If my hair didn't start growing until oh my gosh, after age 4 or 5 or something. And my mom used to moisturize and comb and do braids and all that stuff. So for her, it's like my work. You've cut off my work. I worked so hard to get you to get the long hair. But for me, it's just like, baby, I gotta do what I gotta do for me. I can't be out here concerned about y'all's view of me and your image of me because it is so negative. You don't mean it that way. You know, I don't feel like a person, like anybody in my life meant it that way. But anytime when I would express wanting to cut my hair off and that people would be so against it, it was it was a little devastating for me because I didn't feel then confident. It took away that confidence. But at some point, I had to finally realize that doing what somebody else expects of me, I don't feel confident, right? And then on top of that, I'm not happy because I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not representing myself and showing up the way that I want to actually show up. So why do this? Why do this? I'd rather go ahead and go through with whatever change it is that I personally really want to do for myself and feel good about it. And yeah, there might be a negative comment here or there, and it might make me feel a little less confident temporarily. Just within that moment. But I'm gonna rise back up to the occasion, right? Because I'm gonna realize that I just did something that I wanted to do, despite of what anybody else, how they view me, how they see me, what they think of me. Because I have to live with myself. I have to wake up and go to bed to myself every day. I can't give you that type of power. I can't let you hold that kind of weight over my life, over my being. I just can't. I just can't, And so it's easy to just get trapped in that circle, get trapped in that circle. But at some point, you got to break free. You have to break free at some point. Don't become hostage to your look. Don't become hostage to your image. Don't become hostage to what people know you as, right? Because they don't ever want to see you change. Not when it makes them feel good or benefits them. They don't want to see you change. You have to relinquish all of that. You got to let go of whatever it is they want for you and start worrying about what you want for yourself. This is your one shot. You got one life. One life. What are we going to do with it? Because when it's done, it's done. There's no going back. We're not gonna rewind it, and we're not gonna roll it back. Ever. Let it go. Let it go. You gotta stand up for yourself. You have to stand in your own truth. Walk with your head high and know that who's for you is for you. Who loves you, loves you. And who don't, they don't. And if you don't, I really don't care. Why do I really care? Why do I really care about what you think? You don't even want the best for me, right? You don't even want the best for me. Be there for yourself. Be there for yourself, no matter what. Keep showing up for yourself, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what the noise is, the gossip, the chit chat, all that chatter. Never mind all of that. Never mind all of that. Do you like the way you look? Do you like the way you're moving? Do you like the way you show up? Do you like the way you handle your business? Do you? I hope you do. I hope you do. And if you don't, I hope you get the clarity that you need so that you do. Whether you the girl who was stuck with the look like me, who always wanted to switch it up, I'ma tell you something. Okay, listen, listen. I so when I cut my hair off, right? Your girl was like, "Oh, I'm about to do wigs." I never did wigs, y'all. I already had a bunch of hair. I'm like, why am I putting a wig? In my mind, I'm like, it's gonna feel like a hat on top of a hat. so, so I didn't do wigs. So when I cut my hair off, I said, I'm about to do wigs. Honey, it's gonna be wig season for me. I'm in my wig era because I want to switch my looks. Let me tell you something. Your girl trying to be every woman and then some. Okay, I'm trying to be all the women at the same time. I'm trying to take that wig off, put another one on, snatch it off for this occasion, put it on for that occasion. I love it. I love how y'all do that. My glamour girls, oh my gosh, I live for y'all. I do, I do, I do. That's never been my life story. And so I'm like, I'm gonna get some wigs. So so I got me some wigs from Temu. Girl, stop. Wait, stop. I got me some wigs from Temu. Okay. They they look good on the photos. The models look nice. The models look nice. The video, like, nah, they look real. Just take it out the box and put it on your head, right? Yeah, they look good. Um, so how do I put this? You know how they say you get what you pay for? Baby, I got every bit of what I paid for with that Temu. I got every bit, every cent of what I paid for with them Temu wigs. Okay. Them Temu wigs was on Temu time, which is slow delivery, but low cost, right? I got about 6 or 7 wigs. This is all during while I'm on the leave for my mental health, right? I said, I'm finna switch it up on them. I'm finna be a different girl every week. I'm finna do the whole nine. Now, mind you, I only actually wore 2 of those wigs. I only ever got to 2. And they were both times I was going to a play. So the first one was The Lion King. Now, that wig, I I took photos. I did take photos. I don't think Imma show him, but I I went to the Lion King play. So I chose the wig. It was a wig, so it was like the spiral curls. It was like the whole honey blonde thing going on. And so I said, "You know what? This is Lion King down, honey. They might need an understudy. They might need me to get on that stage. I got good seats. I'll be able to hop up, a couple rows, hop up on that stage and deliver some lines for them. I'm wearing this. This is my Lion King wig." And it was given that. It was every bit of Lion King understudy. Um it was dry. I think I tried to spray it. I tried to put some moisturizer in it. I was like, let me put a little life up in here. Um It was interesting. It was giving Wild Kingdom, okay? Uh, it was given the theme, right? We was at Lion King. So I wore that one. Then the next month, I happened to be at another play. This one was, it was a Michael Jackson play that was going on. And so that wig was it was like a shoulder type of bob wig. The bangs were so long, I couldn't even see. So I did have to cut the bangs up and try to shape them up the best way I can. Your girl doesn't do hair like that. But I did that and I wore that. It was okay. It was all right. But I didn't try any of the other wigs. And even though I wore those 2 out, I wasn't that much in love with them. I was like, that was for an event. I don't know if in my regular everyday life, I don't think I'm about to wear this wig to work. It just wasn't quite there. You know, I need the wigs. This is what I need. Where do y'all get y'all wigs from? Ladies, please talk to me. Are these wigs really are I keep seeing that you can get a wig fresh out the box, put it on your head and you're good to go. I'm even watching these people in these videos, right? But I got the wig. There wasn't nothing ready to go about this wig. Okay? Where do y'all get y'all's wigs from, sis? Drop it in the comments. Let your girl know. Because I'm out here. That wig, that was a rough wig. Now, listen, hard wig, soft life, got it. Hard wig, hard life, girl, what is you doing? Baby, what is you doing? Sis, you gonna have to pick a battle. Something gonna have to be soft. I'm saying something. I need help with these wigs because them wigs was harder than life be at times. I'm trying to tell you, I when doing this podcast, right? Because remember, I said I hadn't worn any of the other wigs. So I was going to wear them for the podcast. I was like, ooh, I'm do, the photos and everything like that. Different wigs, different little styling, stuff like that. Wear them for different episodes. So I, for the first time, put on the rest of the wigs. Baby, the way I snatched them wigs off my head and said, I will not, in the sweet name of Jesus, be wearing these wigs on the podcast. I will not be taking photos in these wigs. Baby, I took every last one of them wigs. I put them wigs in the trash. The Lion King numbers out. Okay. The Michael Jackson 80s, with the long bang I had to cut, that's out. All of them wigs is gone. Every last one of them wigs is gone. Cause them things were a hot mess. So please let your girl know. Let me know where you getting these wigs from, honey. Are you just professionally having them done? Are they customized? Is there really a wig brand that really be doing good wigs and you can just take it out the box? Or are y'all really styling them yourself? Let me know. Let me know because I'm trying to switch it up. I'm trying to be in my wig era, right? I want a different vibe. I want a different look for each vibe. I want to be another woman whenever I want to be. Okay. I don't want to be hostage to one look. Even with cutting all my hair off and it's short, I don't want that to be my thing. I don't want just the short hair to be my thing. I want to spice it up. I want to feel good about myself. No matter what though. Short hair, long hair, wig, no wig. Um, I want to make sure that I'm loving myself first and foremost, right? That I feel good about me. That is of the top importance. whether whether hard wig, soft wig, hard life, soft life, whatever the case may be. Right. So that is what I want and I hope for myself. And that's definitely what I want and hope for you. So look, as you get into this week, right? We play some things from this episode. Are there places in your life right now of where you're doing something based off of someone else's expectation? Are there things that you keep doing that you really don't want to do? Are things that you want to do that you keep pushing to the side because of other people's expectations of you, because of other people's opinions of you, how they want to see you, how they want you to keep showing up? Take some time this week and really think about that. And when you think about it, and if you come up with some things where it's like, yeah, I do this because everybody keeps expecting that. Oh yeah, I do look this way and I stay true to this because that's what people know me. And what am I gonna be if I change this look? Everybody knows me for this. Even though I really want to try a new look. Be bold with it. Be bold in your actions. Be bold in standing up for yourself. And be bold with not caring so much about what other people think of you. Because really people are projecting most of the time, right? They're projecting onto you the things that they cannot have, don't have, or cannot be. So they see all of that in you. They want what's in you, but they can't get it. So instead, they don't want to see it leave you because they're somehow living through you. They can't show up that way. They can't look that way. They can't this, that, or the other. So they want to make sure that you stay that way so that at least they can look from the outside in and admire the view. But if you don't admire the view, baby, I'm closing them shades because you on the outside's not going to admire it either. Both of us ain't going to admire no view. I'm shutting them shades on you today. The shades is shut. Okay. So don't be afraid, ladies. Listen, close them blinds, shut them shades because if you not happy with you, don't let don't let them be happy trying to hold you hostage to your look, honey. Okay, you deserve your freedom, sis. You work hard. You done fought hard through life. You deserve your freedom. Don't let them hold you hostage. Listen, I want y'all to have an amazing week. Y'all know how I do it. I want you to have a blessed week. I want you to know who you are. to believe in who you are, to love who you are. That's number one. Don't worry about the noise. Don't worry about the noise. Last week's episode, I was in my head on some things. I got knocked off of my path, so forth and so on. But I got back. I got back on it. Um, I knew that, when you're doing things right, it's always going to be something that's coming along. Bad don't like to see you do good, right? Evil don't like to see you prospering. So don't worry about it. It's okay. You get knocked off. Listen, dust yourself off. Get right back to it. Get right back to it. So y'all have an amazing week. Stay blessed, stay highly favored, stay beautiful. Okay. No matter what the look is. Girl, you fine. You know you fine. I know you fine. I ain't even saying you. In my spirit, I'm just like, she killing it. I know she killing it. I know she out here in these streets killing it, shutting it down. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. So you keep doing you. You keep thriving. You keep thriving. No matter what, just keep on. Keep pushing forward. Keep going. You get knocked down, get back up, and keep on going. All right? Listen, I am your host, Miss Antesha. This is Raising a Woman podcast. From pain to purpose. Let's talk about it. Bye, y'all. Hey, peace. Peace. Bye.